Welcome to my new Madden NFL 17 franchise mode featuring the Cleveland Browns. So the Cleveland Browns, they're easily the worst team on this list. They're 73 overall, 77 offense, 75 defense. Best player Joe Thomas at 99 overall. You have right outside linebacker Paul Kruger 86, and tight end Gary Barnage 86 overall. So the Browns, they'll be basically a project to work with. They're not the greatest team, but they do have potential. They have Corey Coleman, they have Joe Thomas obviously. RG3 might be good in this game mode, but one thing we're going to do though is we're going to go and change this coach. So we're not going to use the Hugh Jackson as the coach. Hugh Jackson, he's history. We're not going to use him. So who should we use here? Yeah, we'll use custom coach on here. So who's your custom coach should be? Motivator, strategist, or team builder? I need team builder actually. That's actually what we're going for right now though, is we're going for a team building experience. So we're trying to build this team up to be the next dynasty. So I don't know, what should we do? I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Sonny Weaver Jr. So if anyone has ever watched the movie Draft Day, it's called Kevin Costner's character's name is Sonny Weaver Jr. He pulls off a whole bunch of trades and gets the players he wants in the draft. And that's what I want to do in this game mode, is build through the draft, eventually build a dynasty with the Cleveland Browns. So I guess we'll go with Sonny Weaver. It can't do periods or anything. Do space. There you go. So Sonny Weaver Jr. He's not muscular. He's kind of a chubbier guy, I guess. He's not thin. I'd say he's base. Yeah, he's base. There you go. Skin tone, he's not that dark. I'd say he's around this. And face, what does he look like? He doesn't have a beard. Looks like Kevin Costner. So who are we looking for when it comes to these faces? Come on. I guess face 2 is the closest. And Nike apparel, he's wearing a suit all the time. Can we find a suit? Maybe look like Tom Landry a bit. Actually, we could build a wear something like this. This looks dope. Yeah, we'll wear this. How about that? No suits. He's becoming the head coach now, because his head coach, what's his face? Dennis Leary. I can't remember his character, but I don't know. We just need a head coach and GM now with the Cleveland Browns. So we'll keep Hugh Jackson's playbook and his defense playbook too. So now we have Sonny Weaver Jr. He's becoming a coach. That is hair black because I have no idea how to get brown. But anyway, there he goes. So we got Sonny Weaver Jr. on the coaching staff now. Let's go and move it to preseason, because I don't want to start regular season though. It'd be kind of boring. I want to go through the preseason, check the players that get cut, and acquire some great players and rebuild this team to be basically year one. We're not going to be a good team, obviously. Cleveland Browns, they're not making the playoffs in real life in the NFL, so we're not going to make it on here. So first year, kind of a tanking, I guess you could say, because you want to get the first overall pick, obviously, so you can maybe trade down, get some good players. But looks like we just fired Hugh Jackson and just signed Sonny Weaver Jr. as our coach. So now we have like 70 players on the roster. Let's go and do a team overview basically to start off the year, because I usually do team overviews whenever I do and start off any season whatsoever, like MLB, I don't know, anything else. But anyway, let's go and do a team overview. So go to QBs. So let's start off with quarterbacks. So we got Robert Griffin III, 72 overall, 26 years old. We have Josh McCown, Cody Kessler, and Austin Davis. Running backs now. Here's the good part. Got Isaiah Crowell, Duke Johnson at 77 overall, 22 and 23 years old. Very good players, and I think, yeah, they'll probably stay here for majority of the franchise. Just going to say that right now, because most of them, at least one of the two, is going to get really good, maybe 85, 86 overall, and the other is going to be a good backup for the others. So let's go on to the rest of them. We have Raheem Mostert and Glenn Winston. Now fullbacks, a huge problem. Malcolm Johnson, 57 overall, 24 years old. Not the greatest. His stats aren't even that good either for it. We just need a good, strong fullback to power through the line, and basically get like 1 year touchdowns, or even just complete a third down, basically. But let's move on to wide receivers. Now we have Corey Coleman, our franchise wide receiver, 81 overall, 22 years old, easily our best wide receiver on the team. Then we have Josh Gordon, just got off his weed suspension, 76 overall, 25 years old. I don't know if we might trade him. That's the thing. Josh Gordon, not looking too good at 76 overall. He might come back. I have no idea, but regardless, he's a good player though. He's like 90 overall a few years back, but of course, drug problems led to him getting 76 overall in this game. Plus, I don't know if he's really suspended in this game for 4 weeks, because he should be. But anyway, let's move on to the rest. We have Andrew Hawkins, 75 overall, 30 years old. Taylor Gabriel, Marlon Moore, Ricardo Lewis, Rashard Higgins, and a whole bunch of other players. I'm not going to say the rest, but Noticeably at the bottom though is Terrell Pryor though. Why is he 59 overall? Probably just based on Madden didn't think he'd be that good in the preseason. In real life, he's a stud at wide receiver. He's always catching deep passes from Robert Griffin III. So Terrell Pryor, if there's an update, he's got to be a 75 or 73 plus overall player. Let's move on to tight end. So tight end, our best player Gary Barnidge, 86 overall. And it's by a wide margin though. Holy crap. Our next best player is a 64 overall tight end, Seth DeValve. So I don't know what we're going to do tight end. Gary Barnidge obviously going to stay for this year. I have no idea for the rest, but let's move on to the rest of the team. So left tackle, we have Joe Thomas, 99 overall, 31 years old. No question, he's our best player. Let's move on to left guard. We got Joe Bitonio, 82 overall, 24 years old. A great player for years to come though. 82 overall, 24. He's got some good potential. Then we move on to Caleb Johnson and Connor Beffelli. At center, so we got Cameron Irving, 73 overall, 24 years old, and then we have Garth Gerhardt. So we're probably not going to go and find a center for this season, though. The thing is that Cameron, he could go and progress to maybe a 77 plus, and he's only 24 years old, so he's a young player. We'll let him get a shot this year, and it's basically because it's a rebuilding year. You don't really need to win this year, so might as well leave Cameron Irving at center. And then ready to go to right guard. So we got right guard, John Greco, 81 overall, 31 years old. Then you have Elvin Bailey, 75 overall, 25 years old. And Spencer Durango, 68 overall and 23 years old. Let's move on to right tackle. Right tackle, we got Michael Bowie, 73 overall, 24 years old. And Austin Presetor, it's kind of a hard name to say, but 73 overall, 25 years old. And Sean Coleman. Left end though, we have Desmond Bryant, not Des Bryant, Desmond Bryant, 78 overall, 30 years old. And then we have Armonte Bryant, 70 overall and 26 years old. So the two Bryants ruling the left end position. We need to go and find a left end player maybe next year, but for now we're fine. Let's move on to right end. So we got John Hughes III, 72 overall, 28 years old. Not good at all. Maybe Carl Nassib might be able to take a shot this year though, if John Hughes doesn't play that well. But Nassib, 70 overall, 23 years old, a rookie on this team. He might be pretty good in the future. Right now, 70 overall, 23. They have Xavier Cooper at 66 overall and 24 years old. Now defensive tackle, we got Danny Shelton, 74, 23, and Jamie Metter at 72 and 25. And left outside linebacker, Barcavius Mingo, so 79 overall, 25 years old. He's going to be a good player for the future. And then we have another kind of guy who's going to be really good, is Emmanuel Ogba, so 76 overall, 22 years old. Easily one of our best rookies out there. And then we have Nate Orchard at 72 overall, 23 years old. So our left outside linebackers in particular are really good this year though, at least for like potential wise, I guess I'm going to say. All under the age of 26 or 26 and under, they're all really good. Then we go to middle linebacker, we got Demario Davis, 77 overall, 27 years old. You have Christian Kirksey, Justin Tuggle, Scooby, we're at the third, so that's a pretty good name, but 70 overall, 22 years old. Good guy for the future potential. And then we got Tank Carter, so good name in Tank. 68 overall, 27, not the greatest, but then we also have Dominique Alexander, 59 and 23. Right outside linebacker, we have Paul Kruger, 86 overall, 30 years old. And the rest are kind of lame, I guess you could say. Then cornerbacks, we got Joe Haden, 85 overall, 27 years old. And then he's easily our best cornerback. But then we go to Trayvon Williams, 79, 33. Kawan Williams, Justin Gilbert, Pierre Desire, and a whole bunch of other players. I'm not going to say all their names. And then we have at free safety, we got Raheem Moore Sr. at 78 overall, 26 years old. And the rest are kind of not the greatest. Then we go to strong safety. So we got Ibrahim Campbell. I can really say his name. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but 71 overall, 24 years old. Not too bad. And move on to kicker. So kicker, we need a good kicker eventually. We have Travis Coons at 73 overall, 24. Not that good at all. And then we go to punter. We have Andy Leaf, 77 overall, 34 years old. We might need to find a new punter at the end of the season too. But there you go. That was the entire team. When it comes to the team overview, let's move on to depth chart to see who our kick returners are and all that kind of stuff. So kick returners, I have no idea who we're going to have on there, but hopefully they're decent though. Otherwise, we'll go and find one. So let's move on to kick returner. So kick returner, we have Raheem Mostert, 89 overall. He's pretty fast, I guess you could say. 892 speed, acceleration 94. So he's a decent kick returner to start off the season. They have Taylor Gabriel and a whole bunch of other players at the bottom. And that punt return, we got Raheem Mostert at 87 overall, 92 speed, and 94 acceleration. So one other thing we have to check for the season right now is our practice squad. So if nobody on a practice squad, we need to go add some players eventually. So practice squad, it's a new addition in Madden NFL 17. You basically go and you add players that you think might have some potential. They're young players, obviously. So that was basically our team overview for the season, or at least before that preseason right now. Week 1 of preseason. So I guess on this episode off here, just make sure to like and subscribe for more Madden NFL 17 Browns franchise mode. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.